How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, the Roba here. Now today, I thought that it would be a brilliant idea to finally talk about this man, Reforge Gaming. Now here's the thing, the videos that unfortunately circulate about him are unfortunately mostly only found on Twitter, and while I could go out of my way to try and find any of this man's like videos or VODs or anything along those lines, I'd rather not give this man any more views. So of course, any kind of coverage of this man is of course unfortunately compressed to all hell, but thankfully, his opinions are still crystal clear. And his opinions are extremely fucking stupid. Now here's the thing, I've wanted to talk about this man for quite some time now, but unfortunately a lot of the things that he usually tries to cover or tries to go to bat for or criticize or anything along those lines for really stupid reasons are games that I have little to no knowledge of, or at the very least, or at the very most, I have surface level knowledge on. I don't have hands-on experience with them, and I can't really say for certain about literally anything in regards to half of the shit that this man even covers. However, he unfortunately decided to step into the ring of Helldivers 2 and trying to shit-talk that game. And of course, it's about as dumb as you could possibly expect, because he is unironically bitching about more content being added to the game. Yeah, it's about as dumb as it fucking sounds here, so get ready for some maximum fucking brain damage here. Now, of course, I will in fact reveal, a lot more information about what exactly he is bitching about here, and just why it's actually extremely stupid, and why he's just showing that he knows nothing about what he's even trying to talk about here as the video progresses. So yeah, and I ended up knowing about this video due to my good friend GamePenguin21. After all, he made his own video and even shouted me out at the beginning of that video, mainly due to the fact that I did a Q&A video about almost 300 subscribers late, so yeah. Anyways, guys, let us sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's get ready for some brain damage.
The channel. Imagine complaining about too much content. Well, it's not content though. They're war bonds. They're battle passes. It's not content. Like, content would be new mission types, new enemies, which they are doing. But you have to understand the way a live service game works. Live service games live and die on player incentivization.
So here's the thing that he's bitching about here. Apparently he doesn't consider, well, new items that players can actually use against, well, new enemies and potentially even a new faction coming out soon, as apparently more content, when that is quite literally exactly what it is. This man is actually unironically bitching about more content being added to the game. Now here's the thing that a lot of people who haven't really played Helldivers 2 or haven't really looked too far into it really kind of misunderstand when it actually comes to the Warbond system. It's not your everyday typical, battle pass system like with other live service games such as, I guess, like maybe the Finals and, God forbid, Destiny 2. Unlike those games where the battle passes are extremely limited time and you have a certain amount of time to actually complete them, when it comes to Helldivers 2, the Warbonds are permanent. Like, they will stay in the game for as long as the game is willing to stay alive for, and that's the cool thing that I really enjoy about Helldivers 2. There's no FOMO garbage within the entire game whatsoever, outside of, maybe if you suddenly push back all, like, the automatons and the insects and shit like that, then obviously, you kind of miss out on actually fighting them, at least for a couple days before they actually, resurface and whatnot, so it's not entirely FOMO, but you get my point. What I'm basically stating here is that the Warbond system isn't exactly like what you would expect from, your standard, typical, battle pass system where you only have, say, a week or two to actually complete it. You have all the time in the world to complete that, and that is extremely cool about it. And that is what is extremely cool about it. And the thing is that the developers of Helldivers 2 are quite literally adding in even more content for people to actually go out of their way to try and unlock as they continue to play the game. And that's, again, extremely cool. It's more permanent content that people can unlock at their leisure. If they don't really care to unlock any of the stuff within the Warbonds, then that's also completely fine, as they can still play the game just as normal. If they want to go out of their way to try and do the, Warbonds and whatnot, then they can go right ahead. I mean, they have a free Warbond that they have at their disposal to kind of get used to the system and how it overall functions, and of course the other Warbonds you have to unlock with super credits, which you can also get just by playing the fucking game. So, at the end of the day, it's really nothing lost at the end of the day, and him bitching about it just kind of shows that he has at the very best, a very limited knowledge as to how the Helldivers 2, Warbond system actually works, and at the very worst, he just has no idea what the fuck he's talking about, just heard the word Battle Pass and Helldivers 2 in the same sentence, and immediately started bitching.
You have to be incentivized to come back and spend time in the game. And if I take a break from the game and I come back, and I'm like, oh wow, the second Warbond, I never got around to finishing that one, third one, same deal, fourth one, oh wow, oh, and they just added a fifth one. That's not going to work.
Well, what do you know? Once again, he's just kind of proving what I had already hypothesized before, that he has little to no knowledge on just how the Warbond system actually works, or really anything within Helldivers 2 actually works. So, first things first, yes, the Warbond system is in fact incentivizing people to still continue to come back to the game, and that is probably the best part about it. It's still incentivizing people to return to the game and continue to play it, and of course, since they're permanent, it still allows people to kind of complete them at their leisure if they truly want to. Again, that is the beauty of the Helldivers 2 Warbond system. That is what I really enjoy about it. But it just kind of comes across to me that he is just trying to speak confidently in a place of ignorance, and those kinds of people are extremely fucking annoying. When they are unbelievably confident in just how little they actually understand about what it is that they're even trying to complain about at this point. It is just kind of sad at the end of the day, but at the exact same time, it's really nothing that we haven't already seen before, so it's nothing if not expected at this point for idiots like this to really just have no idea what it is that they're even trying to talk about, and to have very little knowledge in what it is that they're even bitching about. They just simply see a game that's getting extremely popular, and they can't have that stand, so they have to try and take it down a notch. Like, we are almost reaching levels of Elden Ring is objectively bad because it has fantasy elements level of brain rot here. Like, we are almost reaching that level.
Like, you're definitely going to see people say, this is too much, right? This is too much content. This is not enough. Well, not content. This is, I'm sorry, too much items to earn in the game.
You already said it. It is, in fact, what you're trying to claim here is too much content. Items are content, you doofus. Are you actually this fucking stupid? Do you not actually know what content is, or are you just trying to create your own definition of content in order to try and fit this stupid-ass narrative that you're trying to spin? I'm willing to bet that it's more the latter, which is pretty fucking obvious, but let's put it this way, Reforge. How fucking dumb actually are you? Like, this is a legitimate question. Were you dropped on your head as a kid and this is why you're just this fucking dumb? Did you, like, do absolutely no research and, like I mentioned before, you just saw that Helldivers 2 was popular, you saw that it was getting more, you know, content and decided to just immediately open your mouth without knowing what it is you're even complaining about in the first place? Like, I just don't understand what the fuck you're even talking about here. What are you talking about? What is it? What is your major malfunction?
I'm never going to get to them all. Because right now, when I look at them, it's like there's weapons, there's armor pieces, there's capes, and it's like, this is all awesome. But when I have 4 war bonds that I haven't even had a chance to touch, I think they're going to have to think about that. They're doing a new war bond every month. It's extremely rare for a game to have battle passes essentially added to the game every single month.
Well, clearly this man has never heard of Destiny 2, but at the exact same time, once again, these aren't your typical battle passes. These are battle passes that stay on the game for as long as the game stays alive, which is, well, pretty much, at least for right now, just all the time in the world. Again, you're speaking from a place of not even knowing what the hell you're even talking about here. Like, you are quite literally doing what your audience accused you of doing, which is complaining about more content being added to the game without actually understanding how the system even works. You don't know what it is that you're talking about, and you probably just shouldn't have even opened your mouth without even doing any amount of research into how the game fucking functions. Like, if you're not gonna touch the game, at least do research on what it is that you're actually complaining about here before you open your mouth, okay? You know, you're gonna catch the attention of people like myself who really hate stupid people.
Which I think is great for the people who are grinding. I think it's great for the people who are having a good time. But I think when you get to about 6 total war bonds, you've got to think through anybody who comes back from a break, anybody who dives in brand new, it's going to almost overwhelm them. They're going to feel like, well, I'm never going to get any of these items. There's just too many. Anytime you have an ongoing game, you have to consider that door that people are going to come through of like, well, I took a break, or, oh, I'm brand new. I'm just trying out the game for the first time because my friends told me about it. Yo, what's good, Takai?
Well, what do you know, you fucking moron? That's exactly what the Helldivers devs already fucking thought about, which is why the Warbond system is permanent. Like, again, you're just speaking out of your ass at this point without actually knowing what it is you're even complaining about. Like, just... What the fuck are you even trying to say here anymore? Are you just trying to bitch for the sake of bitching? Do you just actually have a misfire in your brain and you just see popular game, therefore I must hate? I just don't understand what this kind of brain rot actually is and just how dumb a person actually has to be, like, reach this level. Like, this is unbelievably, like, this is like, this man has done no research on just how it works. He just heard war bonds are basically like battle passes and then immediately shut the person up and started fucking recording. Like, that's all he fucking heard and immediately started bitching without actually looking into just how the system fucking works. The system works very differently, okay, for anyone who doesn't already know. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna do for today's video. It's a bit of a shorter one, but hey, it's a short video, so it's a quick takedown. And what have we learned today? Well, we've learned that Reforge Gaming really just needs to reforge his entire name at this point because the only thing that he's reforging is, well, his own brain into a fucking pancake. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and go ahead and join the server if you haven't already done so. And yeah, anyways, guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.